Welcome to the Sojourn Wealth Management Podcast. My name is Jeff Bronner, and I'm joined by Andrew Kraft and Corey Akins. And today is a very special episode of the Sojourn Wealth Management Podcast because we're going to be previewing this year's college football season. How y'all doing today?
Doing well. Excited about the fall.
This is my favorite episode that we do each year.
Yeah.
This is the first annual, right?
That's right. This is the second annual. We did it last year, which I guess we're...
I'm sorry. I don't understand the annual stuff. So this is the first time we're doing it again after the
This
first
is the
one.
First anniversary.
Anniversary. There we go. Semi-quincentennial is what it was.
I should have gone back and listened to all of the hot takes that I dropped last year and then evaluated that against the reality.
No.
And tailored my expectations for this episode, but I'm just going to keep it going.
Yeah, I was wrong about a couple of things.
I was wrong about a lot of things, actually.
but every fall, it's like, what is that? Hope springs eternal?
That's right. That's right.
Yes.
And just right off the bat, national champion.
Wow, we're going right there
Tennessee.
first?
Tennessee for the Natty.
Okay, that's your call. I thought we can build up to the
We'll build up to y'all's. I'll just kind of put it out there for the listeners. I'm a big homer.
A homer.
Tennessee's going to take it. What's that commercial that I don't know, is SEC commercial or whatnot of the guy getting a tattoo for Florida every year
and then having it marked out?
Yeah, that's me. That's me without the ink. All right, so I don't remember how we structured it last year, but maybe we just talk about maybe the game that we're most excited for this year. So this doesn't have to just pertain to Tennessee, Andrew, if there's any other team that you want to talk about. But Corey, why don't you lead us off with what you're most excited about from a one-on-one showdown this fall, which Saturday?
I think there's so many good ones. The big one that comes to mind is Texas-Ohio State. And I think that game is going to be where... So Arch started out last year kind of rough, and then as the season went on, he got better and kind of landed the plane in a good spot. And so I'm interested to see if that continues, because if it does, I think they beat Ohio State. And I mean, Ohio State's good. So if they get a win early on, I think Ohio State's going to be consensus.
And that's in Austin, right?
It is in Austin, yep.
Yeah.
Consensus number one team is Ohio State, I think. Maybe some polls out there don't. They've got their consensus top 5, and so if Texas beats them early in the year, I think it's just all systems go. Obviously, barring injuries and things like that, but
they're stopping Knoxville too.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
We'll get to. I didn't say undefeated. So, but if they beat Ohio State, I mean, I think that's the game that's going to be the primer for a lot of the rest of the year. So, and then you've got big matchups in the Big Ten, obviously with Oregon and Ohio State, and Michigan and Penn State. What do they look like this year? Mm-hmm. So, I'm intrigued to see that. So,
yes, I too would like to see that early on. Big game, close game last year in...
What time is the game this year?
Evening.
Oh, so, that's different than playing at 11 a.m., right?
True.
And I think that will be a factor.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I was going to say 7:30, but it's 6:30 local time. So
okay.
7:30 our time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big game. Of course, every October, right? Tennessee, Alabama. That's big. I'm excited about the LSU matchups, though.
Yeah.
Texas and Tennessee's schedules are very similar, oddly enough. So both play LSU, but LSU here will be
no drama with that game. Right? They have no ties to LSU or anything.
I think Hype will set at media days. Make sure that the local public stocks up on mustard and golf balls.
Yeah.
We don't condone violence on the show. We don't encourage that kind of. But it's
we're just quoting Heupel.
Historically relevant.
Just a quote.
Fact.
Just a quote.
Man, and there's a whole rabbit trail we can get into with Lane Kiffin at LSU and everything that goes into that.
Well, and LSU plays Clemson to start the year.
That's their opener?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So we're going to see a lot. I just,
Is that in Baton Rouge?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It is. So that's an interesting game. One, Clemson's been descending the last several years, so see kind of where they're at. But also, I mean, it's it's kind of like the time for talking is over, right?
Yeah.
And we'll actually see what Lane's got at LSU now. So it'd be interesting.
I wonder how many players on his current squad. Why are we talking about Lane Kiffin? But anyway, how many players are there from last year? Like 3, right? Didn't he just bring in the whole?
Let's see.
Kind of like Auburn, right?
You were saying that he essentially cleared out Ole Miss, brought him to LSU.
Oh, I don't know about Ole Miss, but I know like at Auburn, that's like USF. I think Golish just brought a whole crew.
Right.
But Kiffin, I think, went to the portal and he came to Knoxville and got some.
Well, their quarterback is from Arizona State. So they returned 4 offensive starters and 5 defensive starters. The main guy on defense is Whit Weeks, the best linebacker that they've got from last year's team. And then, but they reloaded. So we'll see.
The portal makes everything so wonky.
I love it. But just the chaos.
I'm not a big fan.
Not a big fan.
Gotta be honest. Gotta be honest. I mean, it's a developing dynamic with it. I think the controversy is what kills me about it. If there could be some consistency, and I don't know, it's just I also like the idea of like that's your school, that's your legacy, that's like your kind of your brand type of thing, and that's I feel like it's becoming more and more relevant.
I'm just biased because of the great work that Rick Barnes has done at Tennessee with basketball.
It's a football preview, right?
It is a football preview, but I'm telling you
all things Tennessee sports.
I'm telling you why I like it.
Yeah.
And last year with Joey Aguilar, we had he came in and he basically saved our season.
That was the feel good story of the year.
Yes.
But
what caused our season to be jeopardized to begin with?
Right.
The transfer
we don't have to
portal.
talk about that. Yeah. Potato, yin and yang, right? So,
if I were to, I'm kind of torn between Texas and Alabama as far as like my most anticipated game. Like hosting Texas, that'll be just such a cool experience, I think. Yeah. I'm really excited to see what Arch Manning does against Ohio State specifically, because last year he increased in his comfort level as the season went on. So I'm hoping he has a sense of self-confidence that is stalwart in Austin, and then under the pressure of Neyland Stadium crumbles.
Well, I mean, it's going to be a little bit different. One, that game is at noon, and so it's not a night game. Mm-hmm. So it'll be a little bit less hectic for him coming on the road. But I still think that, I think Tennessee's got a good shot at that game, just to be honest, that being early in the year.
It's an electric atmosphere. Mm-hmm. And so that's going to be, and it's really loud in there. And that'll be it'll be a good test. Fun game.
Who do you think wins that game, Andrew?
Are we going through the whole schedule? Or are we just going to jump?
We'll jump ahead. We'll jump ahead. Then we'll come back and we'll kind of talk through the whole.
There's no rules. We can just get to this one.
Okay, so I'm actually I'm with Peyton Manning on this. I think Texas is going to win this game. I think Arch is really good, but more importantly, I think there's other incredible players that there could be multiple awards, individual awards for the Texas team. So
okay.
I think they'll fight through the tough atmosphere. I think it'll be a close game because Tennessee at home is tough, but I do think Texas will pull that one out.
Give me a score prediction.
Score prediction. Okay.
I think they're going to pull it out. Like, okay. Give me some detail.
24-21. How about that?
Okay.
Man.
All right.
One of the things that intrigues me about this season from Tennessee's perspective is there's so much uncertainty from the quarterback, but we have a lot of talent on the roster. It's a relatively young team. But you look at Texas and you say, okay, there are defined elements of the team. Arch Manning's going to be leading the offense. One of the defined elements. We still don't know with certainty. A lot of hype around Faison Brandon for UT, which I would be excited to see. Heupel is great he's a great offensive mind, so I have no lack of confidence in his ability to orchestrate something with whoever's at the helm. But Do you guys have a thought on the quarterback battle? Who would be your pick? Who would be the one you would like to see drive in the car come September 5th?
I do.
What are your thoughts, Corey?
I think that you go with Faison because talented. I think Tennessee's offense has been best when they have somebody who is mobile. Mm-hmm. So you look at 22, Hendon Hooker, the mobility there helped. It helped kind of when things broke down. He was kind of the key or the back pocket that he kind of pulled out. Like he was able to extend plays. I think of Florida. I think of Alabama. Mm-hmm. Multiple plays there where Hendon through his legs extended plays, and I think in Heupel's offense, you're going to need that because it does take a little bit longer for plays to develop. Mm-hmm. And specifically in the game against Texas has one of the best defensive lines in the country and multiple stars on the edge. And so you're going to have to get out and kind of use the leg. So I would go with him just because of that factor. If all things else are equal, right? So if mm-hmm. if they can both make the same passes, I'd stick with one and ride with him, and I think I'd go Faison.
And you're not concerned at all with the freshman being the.
That's almost a positive.
Yeah,
because it's like, okay, you don't have
nothing to lose.
There's no relative bar for you to be like, okay, well, I'm performing against this, so you're just kind of out there playing ball.
Yeah,
and so he got here in the spring, so he's had 7-8 months now to learn the playbook, develop rapport. I mean, this isn't like it was 20 years ago when guys came in and like a freshman never saw the field just because of the learning curve. Like these guys are coming in and they've got nutritionists that are as good in high school as they are in college, right? So like the gap is not as big anymore. Mm-hmm. And so I think he can come in, and if he can make all the throws that Heupel wants him to make, and he can read the things that he wants him to read, I think you go with Faison because of the experience factor moving forward too.
Yeah, I think part of the key to that is the hometown hero, right?
Yeah,
Bishop is. I mean, I like you about legacy. The school. I think there's some players. Maybe it's on Liberty's roster because that's another school I follow. They're at their 5th school.
Yeah.
And so that's a lot.
Right.
And so, someone growing up in Knoxville.
But you can only go to like 4.
Going to UT, I think that's exciting. And so hopefully he'll be able to provide a little bit of an outlet.
Yeah.
But, and of course, I'm not sure about Georgia Tech, but I'm pretty sure the other 2 games early on are going to be good ways to kind of get into rhythm and get some reps.
Yeah.
For Furman?
Furman and Kennesaw State.
Yeah.
Those
should be wins on the schedule.
Yeah,
right? I mean, I'm not going to go out on a limb.
If those are not, I want to scratch everything that I say on this podcast from the record. All of my predictions are gone if we lose to Kennesaw State.
Yeah, if we lose to Kennesaw State, I might just scrub everything public of my.
Just close the laptop, pack it up. See you next year.
I think they did well though. They're Conference USA last year. I think that I'm not sure if they won it or not. But
Kennesaw State.
The Owls.
Who?
I think.
Who?
Yes. And the Paladins, right, of Furman.
Yeah.
So that's
just across the state line.
That'll be good. Good first game for them.
I agree with your assessment, Corey, with Faison Brandon and the overall outlook. I think you give him the keys, you let him drive it this year and see where it goes. And he's got a lot of really good talent around him. So let's I'm getting ahead of myself talking team specific individual player stuff. Maybe let's go to the schedule. You guys want to look at the schedule and talk through maybe season prediction, higher level analysis. So Furman.
W. That's a win.
Georgia Tech at Georgia Tech.
I think it's a win.
Is that at Georgia Tech
or is it neutral
in Atlanta at a neutral field? We don't.
I don't know.
Mercedes.
I think it's at Mercedes.
Okay. Doesn't matter. W.
Yeah.
Now that we got that squared away.
All right, Kennesaw State. I'm a W as well for Georgia Tech.
I think we beat Kennesaw State on September 19th.
Yeah. All right, very good.
I think we welcome Texas at 3-0, and I think Texas comes in at 3-0 after handling Texas State.
And an O has to go.
From the Pac-12, which is weird. So Texas State is in the Pac-12.
Texas State is in the Pac-12.
Which is odd.
I'm going to be honest, didn't probably even know Texas State existed until you said that sentence, frankly.
I think every state has a state.
There's
a whole Dr. Pepper
that
kind of
makes sense.
that
makes
on
sense.
that.
Like Tennessee State, Georgia State.
Yeah, state and tech, right?
Mississippi State.
Ohio State.
Which
I think, will be a great W for Texas. And then they beat UTSA in the system before 2 matchups of 3-0 teams, which is exciting.
And,
noon.
Man.
At high noon.
Why noon? Anybody know?
It should be a primetime spot.
I don't know. I don't like that at all, to be honest with you. I think they beat us probably by a couple of scores.
Really?
The defense is too good, and I think there's going to be too many question marks for us. I don't think our D-line is going to be quite as I think they'll hang with them maybe for the first half, but then I think Texas pulls away in the trenches. Their offensive line, their offensive firepower is going to be good, and the biggest question mark for us is our defensive line coming into the season. Got a lot of transfers, but that game is going to be won at the line of scrimmage, and I think Texas is just going to be too good at the offensive line.
If they're better than last year, I mean, I think the coach was on that position coach was on the hot seat, and Sark really focused on defense, which I'm fired about Muschamp coming back, but yeah, I'm not sure. Hopefully the O-line and get figured out. But Tennessee's got 3 games to work things out, and so if there's kind of issues or like going back and forth with quarterbacks, then there's gonna be a problem when Texas comes to town.
Who knows? We could have the next who's a incredible freshman that has come in as QB recently. I don't know. Nobody's coming off the top. The next
at any school,
the next phase on Brandon.
Yeah, doesn't Michigan have a?
I don't know. I can't. Their quarterback last year is a freshman, and he was pretty good, but I don't think he lived up.
Underwood, right?
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe Faison comes in and it's like just
makes a name for himself.
He's going.
Yeah. My thought,
and then we beat Texas by 20.
Exactly. That's my prediction. So we can just skip mine. No. So my thought is, I don't think if we lose, it will be by multiple scores.
Okay.
I think that Tennessee at home, Josh Heupel, he's going to put numbers up. And so I would think that it would be a high scoring game. I'm kind of a coin toss as far as whether or not Tennessee wins it. There's a lot of variables that have to be worked out in the first couple of weeks before I can even give like a strong opinion on the matter. But I think that I'm curious what Jim Knowles dials up from the defensive side of things. He's, new defensive coordinator. So who knows what that looks like. Brought some bodies over from Penn State and, man, there's a lot. And we do have some good returning starters. Arian Carter's coming back, and a couple other guys on the defensive side of things that were leaders.
He'll be fresh because he's going to be suspended for 2 games.
Is it the first 2?
Yeah.
What was I don't remember what happened. What was that?
His agent, when he went to the NFL draft or the combine, paid for his ticket, and then he paid him back after he withdrew from the draft process. So. And they suspended him for
total
2 games.
joke.
I missed that offseason.
I'm going to digress because it'll get me fired up.
But then T-Lander, I think, is coming back, and a couple other big guys. I think the defensive composition of Tennessee will be distinct from what it was last year, and I'm optimistic that Texas won't be able to run away with it, even if Arch is really doing well. And I'm just optimistic about, again, Josh Heupel's ability. Regardless of what the quarterback position looks like, I think he'll be able to scheme some things to make things happen and get points on the board. That's just my good. So I'm thinking
it's not just Arch's arm, like him throwing the ball. It's actually to whom he's throwing.
Great receivers.
What's their room look like? I'm not familiar.
It's amazing. So Ryan Wingo's coming back.
Okay, Wingo.
He was like the number 1 guy.
Wingo baby.
But he was hurt a lot last year, right? Banged up. I don't know if I thought he was banged up.
He may have been, but now we did lose a Tretorius Texan who went through the portal to Oklahoma, so we won't mention him. He was pretty good, but
Oklahoma.
But we grabbed, he went to Oklahoma from Texas. It's crazy. It's like someone anyway, from Auburn, Coleman.
Oh, yeah. Yes, their best receiver.
Cam Coleman.
Yeah, Cam Coleman, Auburn's best
And
receiver
so
last year.
he comes in and now is the number one guy, which takes a little pressure off Wingo. And so I think Wingo will be able to.
But they're different guys, too, though, because Wingo's more of a speedster, and Coleman, I think, is a go-up-and-get-it guy. Is that right?
Yeah. So Wingo got the ball a lot on the edge. Yeah. Giving the ball in space, let him do his thing.
Yeah.
So and then I think it's Mosley is the third guy that's really good. So there's
Emmett Mosley.
Yeah. The question though is running back. Like they bring a guy in from Arizona State and I think NC State. So again, the whole portal, which you just kind of wonder, like, they didn't have the bowl practices, so how are they going to gel? But supposedly really good.
But the guy from Arizona State is supposed to be a bowling ball. He's big, and he's a downhill guy. So
Raleek, I think is his name.
But the other thing about Texas is their offensive line is going, like, they're returning a lot of experience from last year. So they will, I think, be better than they were. So
I hope you're right.
Kind of put a bow on it.
I hope Texas is as good as you hope they are.
Kind of put a bow on it. I'm not living in fantasy land. I'm just giving objective, factual evidence here. Texas will have an advantage when we're on defense, and historically Knowles' defense has been a little bit more complex. So he did bring a lot of guys. The linebacker room is going to be stout. Some of those guys will play off the edge probably to help us at the D-line, but I don't know. I just foresee it being like it gets into the third and fourth quarter and then we're a little gassed and then they start to pull away a little bit. So that's where I'm at. Anyways.
Yeah, I'm a coin toss on Texas. Optimistic outlook.
After 4 weeks, we're 3-1.
4-0.
When you say we, who is we?
Well, I thought we were talking about Tennessee.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I thought we were talking.
Okay. You oscillate back and forth. It's hard to it's hard to know.
I'm a UT fan.
I know. Exactly. That's the problem.
The true T. All right, so let's move on to Auburn, October 3rd.
Yeah. Former assistant.
Alex Golish.
Yeah. That'll be an interesting matchup just from the drama.
I think we win that game.
I think so too. It's in Knoxville, so
I think it's gonna.
Was he the tight ends coach here?
He was offensive coordinator.
He was those. Okay.
Yeah, a lot of people think that the success we had in 22 was a lot of Golish. I mean, he's obviously the offensive coordinator, but I don't know. I think he did a good job at USF, but Auburn is just in rebuild. Like they lost their best receiver. They had to bring in a quarterback. I mean, they brought in some guys, but I just don't know how much you can get accomplished in year one. And I've not even looked at Auburn's schedule, but I think we beat them.
Yeah, I think so too.
Agreed.
It's a tough stretch of the schedule.
It is. Then we're at Arkansas on October 10th.
Yeah, Arkansas.
Wait, are you saying that's a tough part of the schedule at Arkansas?
No, I'm saying that we don't get a break until October 31st.
Right.
And we play Texas, Auburn, Arkansas, Alabama, and South Carolina all in a row with 2 games at Arkansas, at South Carolina. It's just...
Gotcha.
Those are losable.
Yes.
It's not like, okay, Arkansas, those are losable games.
Yeah.
They're ours to win.
We're not losing to Arkansas. Maybe South Carolina.
I've said that in the past, and that prediction has not gone well. But October 10th for me is a W on this year's schedule.
I agree. That should be a W. I really, though, as much as I dislike Arkansas from growing up, Texas, I do think Arkansas should be good. It's just good for the conference. It's good for college football. And so they need to get it right in Fayetteville. I mean, they need to.
Is it good for the conference?
My life is pretty unaffected, whether they're good or bad.
They're a blue blood, and so you want to have them.
The Big 8. Is that what it was back in the day?
There was the Big 8.
It was a little before my time.
Yeah, that was actually no Arkansas. That's Nebraska. So that's another blue blood that needs to get it right. They were Big 8. Arkansas was Southwest Conference.
Arkansas was Southwest
before they joined the Southeast Conference
in like 92 or 3, right?
So I don't know when they joined.
To sympathize 90s. With the point you're making, though, Andrew, like we all want the SEC to be notable. Last year's whole narrative of like the Big Ten being the best conference is like I'm not here for that. That's just like. Yeah. So I agree that all boats need to rise with the tide, but I think Arkansas needs to not do well on October 10th.
No, and I don't think they will.
Yeah. All right, so at that point, we're 6-0 moving into Alabama. Is this the true? Yes, this is the third Saturday. It's faithful to the name.
Is going to be underwhelming this year.
What's their situation looking like? Ty Simpson's gone.
DeBoer is good, though.
New quarterback who followed DeBoer from Washington.
Who is that?
I don't remember his name, but he is expected to win the battle over Keelan Russell, who is the 5-star quarterback that they have in the room. Mm-hmm. Everybody talks about Ryan Williams, but Ryan Williams has only really had one good game. And that was against Georgia a couple years ago. He's kind of been living off of that one game ever since. When if you look at production, like Braylon Staley was better than him last year. And so I just think that there's a lot of question marks for Alabama. Mm-hmm. We get them here in Knoxville. Give me the Vols by 50.
Woo! That's my kind of prediction. We're 7-0. 7-0. My grandpa's a huge Alabama fan. He's just like, yeah.
Why?
he was a huge fan of Coach.
Bear Bryant.
Yeah, Bear Bryant. Yeah. And so he likes Nick Saban. I mean, now that Nick Saban's retired, we can look back and be like, Nick Saban's an incredible coach. So I can, hats off to him as well. Respect is due.
I'll keep my hat on.
With Ryan Williams, though,
he induced a lot of pain in my life.
I understand. I understand, Court. But Ryan Williams, I think that he is an incredible athlete.
Yeah,
he's an incredibly athlete. And I think that a lot of part of the production, the limitations, he's been really heavily covered on the defensive side of things, like defensive scheme around him, because he's so. I mean, he's just like his body movement and everything like that. He's just really nimble,
and that's a good point. I just think it's coupled with that, and you don't know what you're getting at quarterback. Like you had Ty Simpson last year, a 5-year guy who was in the program.
He's like a robot,
and he still was underperforming. So, like, did not exceed expectations or meet expectations for what he was going to do last year. I think that is just a recipe for him to be underwhelming, and I think Alabama as a whole is going to be a little.
And we're going to checkerboard.
Yeah. Okay.
It's going to be loud.
I didn't know that.
I'm guessing that's typical pattern.
And I think that game's either at 3:30 or going to be late in the evening. So
we're 6-1 heading to Columbia.
That's right. Undefeated.
And maybe is Beamer on the hot? I mean, is he going to?
Yeah, he's going to be on the hot seat.
Will he be there still?
I'm going to South Carolina, Lord willing.
For that game?
For that game, yeah.
Oh,
so
nice. So you'll be our man on the field.
I'll be.
Yeah, Corey will have the
phone like here in Columbia, South Carolina. Yeah. So
I was just talking to Shane Beamer, and this is what they need to do going into the second half.
Shane, what's going on? Why are you? How do you get back into this game?
We just got to buckle down. We just got to be disciplined. It's in the trenches.
Fundamentals.
So, but South Carolina is it's underrated as an away game. I mean, they get loud. And so, we lost there in 22 and we went down, and the college football playoff hopes were there. I mean, if South Carolina's schedule is set up to where they could be like 5-1 going into this game, and they get a bye week before us.
Oh, that's me too.
And so they're going to be ready for us. We're going to be coming off the Alabama game, which no matter how that ends up, we're going to be a little banged up,
right?
Obviously. And so it's just a recipe for
a good upset.
Game. Yeah, it's a trap game, right? And so I think we'll squeak that one out. And so I think it'll be close, though.
Yeah.
I think, or it won't be close at all because the wheels have fallen off South Carolina.
Right.
Beamer's already been fired, and they have an interim head coach, and everybody's like already entered the transfer portal.
That could happen.
So
I just feel like South Carolina often beats us when they shouldn't,
which is every time.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Every time they beat us, it's a time they shouldn't. So.
Well, I mean, they've had some good squads.
You know, a fun fact: Spurrier never beat Butch Jones. Isn't that a crazy statistic?
That is.
Think about that.
How'd Lou Holtz do at South Carolina?
Lou Holtz is pretty good at South Carolina, right? He rebuilt the program.
I think he did. Anyway, yeah, I agree. I think we'll win, but I think it'll be tough.
Yeah. And then bye week, right? And then we come
probably win that one.
Yeah, that's a good
hard
spot
fought battle. Get that one. We're not losing it to Kentucky.
In the sports medicine room.
Yeah.
A lot of wins there.
Rest up, and then we get Kentucky.
Shout out to the sports medicine room at the University of Tennessee. Right. All the great work they do.
Yeah.
We're not losing to Kentucky.
No, that's a pretty easy W, right? We can move on from November 7th. All right. Then we go.
I was curious. So who's even their coach? Is it still Stoops?
Will
No,
Stein.
yeah.
Will Stein.
Where did he come from?
He came from.
I remember following that when it first happened. And I lost track of it.
Let me
because
ask
it's
Chet.
Kentucky football. So
He he was the Oregon offensive coordinator.
okay.
So
Interesting.
don't fall in love with that. I mean, we all know it's Dan Lanning's thing up there, right?
Yeah. So moving into November 14th, all right? At this point in time, we are, I think, 9-0. Going to Texas A&M.
Wait, so you really think that Tennessee's going to beat Texas?
I love how that's the one that you're like.
Well, you keep changing the score or the ratings.
I think I said it's a coin toss, and if I had to, if it was, I had to make a decision. We're in Knoxville. I think Tennessee could pull it out.
Okay.
Again, there's a lot of variables that the first couple of weeks will.
So you're saying Tennessee's undefeated going to College Station?
That's my prediction.
Are they undefeated leaving the station?
This is a hard game on the schedule.
Yeah, this is a tough one.
I mean, you got LSU right after it, and then Vanderbilt. I mean, now we got to account for Vanderbilt for whatever reason. Now
No, we don't.
It's a home game, regardless of where it is.
Lightning in a bottle, a flash in a pan.
And Pavia's gone, right?
Yes.
Thank the Lord.
Yes. Yeah. I think the whole of the SEC is better off now because of that. Anyhow, yeah, I think Texas A&M is a difficult. I am more uncomfortable with Texas A&M than I am with Texas at home.
Wow. Yeah, I think they lose this game on the road at Texas A&M. I think A&M's going to be good. Mm-hmm. They're going to be good. Mike Elko's a good coach, and they've got a lot of returners, and I think they're going to be a good team. Hard team to beat at home, especially if that's a night game when they're doing the cheers and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So
one of the things that
it really hurts me to hear that, and it pains me to say that. I think A&M could beat Tennessee, but man, I hope they don't. I hope Tennessee goes down there.
This is a totally objective, unbiased opinion, right?
Totally. Yeah.
Has nothing to do with the fact that you're a Texas fan. So, and the enemy of my enemy is my friend or something like that.
Y'all know a fun fact of how it's called College Station?
I don't know.
So back in the day, the students would take the train to the campus, and so I'm not kidding. So they would know what station to get off. They hung a sign out there that said college.
Okay.
So they're not that bright down there in College Station.
But they're good at football.
See, it's funny because that seems like a perfectly reasonable thing to do.
Yeah.
From my perspective, it's like, oh, hey, this is the station that is the college is at. Like, let's hang a sign up that says college.
Yeah.
I just
can't miss it.
Now, I've never ridden a train for like other purposes than just historical, experience.
The Three Rivers Rambler.
Yeah, never been on one. So
I mean, ideally they leave more educated than when they come, right?
Yeah,
that's the idea.
They go not knowing, and then they leave knowing that this is where the college is,
right?
So
exactly.
They don't,
All right, so
but I have a couple of brothers who went to A&M, so I can kid and jest.
He can rib them
seriously, but
I think it's a loss.
He can kid and jest seriously, is what he just said. Okay,
I've got too much of a. I can't say they lose. I don't know. I guess I'm not being objective.
All right, so now we're both 9-1.
9-1.
So we agree.
So you think we're winning that game, or you think we're losing that game?
Losing, winning.
Losing.
Oh, losing and winning. Okay,
right.
I'm a loss. I think Texas A&M beats us, so I'm at 8-2.
You have it as 8-2. Okay, and then we go back to Knoxville, and we come home, and it's a homecoming in more than one way.
Yeah,
that's
Lane
tough.
Kiffin.
Probably a little alcohol consumed at that game, if I had to guess.
It's probably going to be a rowdy. It's saying 3:30 or 6 p.m. schedule time. I imagine this is going to be I would imagine this would be a prime time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Game. If it's probably going to be 3:30.
Or is prime time 7?
I was gonna say evening game, but
I think the prime time slots are 3:30 and then 7:30.
7:30.
Yeah. 7:30. I'm thinking.
Okay. Yeah, it's I don't know. I mean, it is a toss-up game. I could see us losing it. I could see us winning it. Obviously,
there's so much that's yet to be defined with LSU.
Yeah.
It's hard to say with his first year there.
And honestly, Lane Kiffin's never really won anything. So you think about, like, they went to the playoff last year. His team went, coached by Pete Golding. He didn't coach in the playoff. They had a good year. But I don't know. I just think that Lane, his record, his accomplishments are a little inflated. And so I think there's it'll be interesting to see how the year plays out leading up to this game, because I think it will be one way or the other. It will either be LSU's coming in and they have shocked the college football world, because they've got a tough schedule with big games, obviously, or it will be no, they underperformed based on what they were expected to do.
Yeah.
And if you think about it, the pieces that Lane did what he did last year with on offense didn't go with him. Trinidad Chambliss is still at Ole Miss.
Right.
Keywan Lacey's still at Ole Miss. Like, the key centerpieces of their offense last year at Ole Miss didn't go to LSU.
Right.
So I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
I think if I had to give a prediction today, just because I'm a homer, I'd say Tennessee.
Absolutely.
I'm curious as to the reason why they didn't go, right? Because in this day and age, it could have been simply somebody in Oxford stroke a bigger check, or they could have not liked Lane's coaching style, or I don't know what is the reason.
Pete Golding talked about it at SEC Media Days, and he spoke to those guys. And when Lane left, when Coach Kiffin left, the vitriol that he received from the fans, and like him basically, dude, what are you doing? He told those guys, he said, if y'all leave, it's going to be like that. And do you want to be perceived like that? I don't know if that worked, or else if there was like other factors,
other monetary
factors that were in there. But
I'm sure there was some influence.
But there's something to be said about that,
for sure.
Oh,
well, it goes back to what we talked about with the transfer portal. Yeah. The legacy. That's important.
And when you accomplish something special like they did last year, like they were a few drives away from playing for a national championship.
Right.
When you accomplish something like that with the guys that you play with, I mean, you're forever linked.
Right. There's a bond of brotherhood.
Right.
Let's go back to battle.
Yeah.
Let's go fight that. So LSU is interesting because there's a lot that is yet to be determined. Lane Kiffin's first year.
Whoever wins, though, that game, I think it's a blowout, one way or the other.
Really?
What was your call, though?
I think Tennessee wins.
Tennessee by 30?
If I had to say it now, yeah.
Tennessee wins by a blowout.
Yeah. I think whoever wins, like the momentum of that game, like LSU's going to come in with something to prove. And like if they gain momentum and it gets off the rails for Tennessee, I think LSU just leans into that, and Lane Kiffin's not going to take his foot off the gas, right? Vice versa, same thing for Tennessee. If we get up big on them, like think about the stadium. I mean, the stadium itself is going to be worth 3 to 7 points, you know? I think that momentum in that game will be so big because of all the emotion.
I have a hard time just...
there might even be Ole Miss fans kneeling on that game.
Yeah, right?
that Saturday.
Just
mustard balls.
That's hilarious. I have a hard time like projecting it as a blowout either way. I think if LSU wins, it's within 10 points.
Okay.
It's within 10 points if they win. I'm thinking, I'm like 70-30 that it's a W.
Yeah.
For Tennessee. And I would say that
of LSU's schedule.
Yeah, they got a tough one.
The week prior, Texas goes to LSU
and beats them up real good for us.
And I think that is kind of like a big game for them at home, hosting
Emotional.
Texas, I think, wins, and then they come deflated. Their season's over in their eyes, and then they just, Tennessee takes it to them.
Yeah.
And then we have to thank Texas, like, for
I'm not setting that up. I'm not setting that,
Well, that could be the first in a long line of things
but
that y'all owe us.
It could be like no, what? No, it's the other way around. That's what I'm saying. It's like we're kind of like a little payback,
Which this is totally off topic, but Texas basketball arena, fantastic. By the way, we went a couple years ago, and fantastic place. So if you're wanting to watch a basketball game, Texas is about as good as it gets.
Yeah.
So
that brings us to 10-1, going to Nashville.
We're in the playoff, pretty solidified, right? Like,
unless we stumble here at the end.
Faison Brandon is now a top contender for the Heisman Trophy as a true freshman.
Oh, wow.
There's no way on earth Tennessee loses to Vanderbilt. And sorry, I'm so much growling. I haven't had lunch. I'm hungry for this win.
Yes.
There is no way Tennessee goes into Nashville and
I
loses
said the same
to Vanderbilt.
thing approximately 280 days ago.
No. There was a chance that we get beat by them.
And
A
then,
chance
first
because
snap
of
the game
Pavia
goes over
Magic.
Joey Aguilar's head or whatever.
There's not a chance that we lose this game. Cut this clip, splice it up.
I want to keep this clip on reserve in the event, Lord willing, this does not happen. But if we lose to Vanderbilt,
replay, there's not a chance.
Not a chance.
This is the kind of hot takes we're here for, Corey.
Yes. Not a chance that Tennessee loses this game.
That's not a hot take. I completely agree.
Yes. I mean, because historically, when Tennessee has lost to Vanderbilt, they go back and they get it back that next year because of the anger. Like, little brother doesn't get one over on you.
Yeah.
You know, you got to go get that one back. And they're not going to be that good this year.
And like you say, it's in Nashville. So so we'll go there and we'll have an extra hour to prepare.
Yeah, it's a
home game.
It's a home game either way.
Yes.
It doesn't matter where we are.
We go in their stadium and take over their stadium. Think about that.
That's right.
I mean, that's incredible.
It's psychological warfare.
Psychologically humiliating.
Their stadium. So I went to see Texas play at Vanderbilt, and it was interesting location, an interesting place.
Stadium not a lot might be a little generous.
Not a lot of fans. Yeah, it was a small stadium. But what kind of frustrated me is that they allow them to play noise from the speakers.
Oh yeah.
Until yours was at like 12 seconds.
Yeah.
In the play clock, and I'm like that. If you don't have a band or you don't have, fans, then it's going to be quiet.
Yeah.
Like, get people in the stands.
Yeah.
But don't be bringing artificial noise. But anyway, that was side topic.
That kind of reminds you were talking about South Carolina is always whenever I'm watching a South Carolina game and I just hear like the and then they start doing that. What's that song? I can't remember. And I'm not going to sing it for the listeners.
Sandman or something.
Yeah, they start getting. Yeah, that's what I think about when you say piping in noise.
The loudest place I've ever been is Mississippi State. The cowbells are.
I don't see how that's illegal. I feel like that's like a liability.
It is. At one point, I was sitting there while we were playing them, and I'm just like, my head is throbbing,
right?
And I am over it.
I have to turn down the volume.
And then we went to 2 overtimes or something, and they're like, had to stay an hour longer,
and they just keep getting louder.
Yes,
your ears are still ringing.
Crazy.
From that.
So Mississippi State,
Christopher Walken, you are not.
I don't get the reference, but anyways,
he wants more cowbell.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm Saturday Night Live reference.
Yeah, Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
All right, so that brings us to the end of the season. We are 11-1, pretty confidently strolling into the college football playoff.
Now that we went game by game.
Yeah,
I think we're going to be 10-2 though. Like I couldn't find like every game I look at okay, I think we can win. But still, I don't think we're going to finish 11-1.
I agree. My realistic expectation is something like 9-3. Even though we just went through the schedule and I gave my honest take on it, but it's like I think about momentum, different things happen, injuries and things of that nature, and 9-3 feels like where I would honestly predict our schedule to end up. So maybe that's a loss to Texas, maybe that's a loss to South Carolina on the road, unexpected trap game type
Alabama,
thing.
A&M. I mean, we could lose LSU. We could lose 5.
Yeah, there are a lot of losable games there, but we're 11-1 regardless of everything I just said going into the playoff.
That's right.
Okay, so I started at the top. Tennessee, my national champion prediction. Who do you guys think is?
Well, are
who's
we going to
take it all?
We're going to go through the Texas and Liberty's schedules.
That's the next episode of the podcast.
So I do think Texas will win the national championship. I think last year there was a lot of pressure on Arch. This year there's almost less, even though there's more, if that makes sense. I mean, I think they're expected to win the national championship, but he has so many talented players around him that the pressure just on the spotlight on him is not there. It's much wider.
And he's got more experience now. He's got a full year under his belt. Nothing's going to probably shock him. So I mean, they're the favorite to win the college.
The only issue is their schedule is so hard. Like coming to Neyland, like that is hard. Oklahoma is going to be so much better with Matier healthy.
Great.
Yeah.
Florida, I don't want to talk about that. Ole Miss, LSU, A&M, even Arkansas. I mean, it's a rival game.
It's a gauntlet.
So there's a lot of, and we play at Missouri. Which when are they going to the Big Ten? Do we know?
Not soon enough.
The Big 10 or the Big 12?
That's where they belong.
Yeah,
Big 12 belong in the Big 10.
I think Missouri belong. You think they're an SEC school?
Like Midwest?
I mean,
I think that's where
Missouri's pretty.
I mean, Southern California is in the Big 10, so I don't know what constitutes the Midwest.
And there's like 6 different conferences represented by Texas. So, it's not regional anymore.
Oh,
yeah.
All right, well, anyway.
I mean, I have
culturally speaking,
skin in the game. Missouri can go to the Big 10, Big 12, Conference USA. I don't care.
But Texas plays there in November, and so it could be cold.
Could be a trap game.
It's usually hot in Texas, so
yeah,
maybe. Well, we'll see.
Regarding just Arch Manning, just coming off of last year where there was such focused hype on him, just like finally getting the keys to the car and being the QB1, I do think there's some swagger he can come into with this year after I've dusted off the cobwebs. I've got my in-game reps and I'm ready to go.
And outdueled Underwood of Michigan.
Yeah,
and the Cheez-It.
Speaking of cars, Georgia's going to probably be pretty good too. Right?
I was going to say Georgia.
Are you picking Georgia for the national championship? No. Is that what I'm hearing?
I'm just saying that they have speeding tickets all the time, right? Have y'all heard this?
No, I haven't.
Like all their players get speeding tickets or something.
I thought it was like a reference to Carson Beck buying like a Ferrari or something like that. Or...
No. They just like have all these driving violations in Georgia. It's like this thing on the internet going around. Anyways, no, I think Oregon's going to win the national championship. I think it's their year.
Really?
Dan Lanning is going to get over the hump. I mean, he's lost I think I heard on the radio recently, that guy, since he's been at Oregon, has lost 9 games, and almost all 9 of them are to the national champion that year. Like when he lost to Washington twice, Washington played for the national championship. He lost to Indiana twice. They won the national championship. Ohio State, they won the national championship. So it's 6 of his 9 losses or something are to the national champion. So I think he just gets over the hump this year, and I think they break through. They're going to have a great offense, and
so let's look at their schedule.
Yeah,
because they play
probably a little easier than Texas.
They're at the SC, 10, and I mean, like you
Portland
say,
State.
They're
my
in the
goodness.
SC. I mean, they're in the Big Ten.
Yeah,
and I mean, SC's always going to be good.
Southern
Nebraska
California
is getting better.
Matt Rule's doing a good job,
and so that'll be tough.
Fighting the line.
Okay, Illinois.
Brett Bielema,
right? Who didn't he throw some shade at the SEC recently?
I think Brett Bielema should throw shade everywhere.
Wow, that's a reference to his
size?
I can see how I didn't mean it that way. I just meant he talks a lot. Remember when he and I think Shane Beamer were looking at each other across the football field, wanting to fight. I think he's pretty in the mix.
Yeah,
consistently.
And so Ohio State and Columbus. So that's a big game.
It's a big game.
Yeah.
That they could lose and still be in the playoff, though.
Right. Yeah,
they're going to beat Michigan and Michigan State.
Okay,
and Washington. They're not going to lose any of those games.
All right. So
I think they're 10 and 11-1, right? That'd be them.
What gets into the playoff? You got to be 10-2, and those two losses have to be.
If you're in the Big Ten or the SEC and you go 10-2, there's no way you can't get in the playoff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, right?
There's an argument at 11-1. An argument you could lose 3 games and should be in the playoff.
Yes, like Alabama,
like Texas last year. But if you
didn't Alabama get in the playoff with 3 losses?
If you lose 2 games, you're in the playoffs.
I thought Alabama.
That was the whole controversy was that they did get in, and then Texas lost to Ohio State, and that was their 3rd loss.
Well, that was early. It was the Florida loss that killed us.
No, I mean just of the composition of the losses, the Ohio State one shouldn't have been the the demarcation that it was in comparison to.
Yes.
Yep.
It was Alabama. Didn't Alabama get in?
I mean, if we're being honest, so Alabama's 3 losses were a little better than Texas's, just to be frank. They lost to Florida State, Oklahoma, and Georgia. And the Georgia was the SEC championship game. So
Okay, so Texas lost to Georgia also.
who else? Florida.
Florida was the only bad loss, but that was in the swamp.
Florida State there was not very good last year.
Florida State.
Florida wasn't very good last year either.
So
and it was the first game of the year.
So then the other one you're saying is Oklahoma, and I'm saying it's Ohio State.
I'm saying that Alabama lost 2 games and then had to play an additional game that they lost. They can't get penalized for losing an SEC championship game, right?
Guys, I just got to remind us, we all wear the same shade of orange. We're all on the same team.
I'll go gloves off if we want to fight about it. That's fine. I'm not defending Alabama, but
but I think the key is the regular season.
Yeah,
because I think the championship game doesn't.
You
matter.
can't.
Alabama had 2 losses in the regular season.
Right. Yeah.
Correct.
And I'm saying
if you
Texas with 3 should have gone.
You shouldn't be penalized for going to a conference championship.
Yeah, you can't be penalized for having to play an additional game that they're going to get rid of at some point, right?
Yeah,
man,
that's soon to come.
I hope they don't.
Yeah, I'm there with you. I like the pageantry. But yeah, I think that ultimately it'll probably go away because there are 9 SEC games now, and then you have
awesome.
Yes, it's fantastic.
And the 3 locked rivals, amazing.
Yes,
it's strange not seeing Florida on the schedule and not seeing Georgia on the schedule.
I love it.
It's
So
I'm not upset about it. It's just
we had to play Florida and Georgia for 30 years,
right.
and they never had to play a true road game against each other. They always played in Jacksonville.
Yeah,
how fair is that? Like we have to go to Florida. Sorry,
unfair.
It gets me fired up.
All right, so national champion Oregon,
but with the year 0 though, or year 0 with the week 0 now.
Yeah,
I think maybe next year being the first game, they might still have time to play that championship game, right?
Yeah,
yes.
So I don't know if we'll get rid of it. Hopefully not.
Yeah.
So
Oregon, Texas, Tennessee, go Vols. I don't know if we want to. We are almost at an hour already on this podcast, and so do we dive into like Heisman predictions?
Oh yes, real quick. Heisman predictions, real quick. Go ahead. I want to hear what y'all have.
Start down there. I want to.
I'm still trying to decide.
Faison Brandon.
You're locked in.
I'm locked in.
Well, if the Vols win the Natty, yes.
Yeah.
Right.
It's got to be.
I guess.
Yeah.
The voting is anyway. I guess the voting's like a month ahead now.
Yeah. So the one thing I will say, just for I don't know enough about who are the contenders, but if my optimistic prediction for Tennessee, like Faison Brandon, does have to be a serious consideration, but that is a very, very a slight possibility of that actually coming true. I am excited to see, again, I mentioned this in our last year, just to see Mike Matthews kind of lead the receiver room at Tennessee. I think that he's gonna kill it, and I think that's gonna be a big part of Tennessee's success.
A wide receiver winning the Heisman.
I'm not predicting him for the Heisman, but if I'm gonna give the moonshot Faison Brandon, yes, I think he's a contender for that.
So I think Arch will win the Heisman, and I think a Longhorn will also have won the Blitnikoff.
Is that Wingo?
Sark will be coach of the AP Coleman. Coach of the year.
He could.
Texas will win the Learfield thing, whatever that is.
Yes, I think they'll do that again. But I think there'll be a Thorpe Award winner.
Good grief!
I do. I think there's gonna be a lot of
historic year for the.
There will be Texas. A 30 for 30 that this Texas team's the greatest Texas team of all time, greatest football team of all time.
Well, I think that was the Texas team that won the Rose Bowl, but
that was a good team. That was a great team.
So who do you think is going to win the Heisman?
I think CJ...
The Nissan Heisman, I think we're supposed to say, right?
Oh, sorry. The Nissan Frontier Heisman. I think CJ Carr of Notre Dame or Jeremiah Smith at Ohio State will win the Heisman.
Jeremiah Smith is an athlete.
Jeremiah Smith's the best wide receiver in the country.
Yeah. Outside of Mike Matthews.
I just don't know that much about Notre Dame and kind of where they're going to be. I know their linebacker room is going to be pretty good.
Yeah.
But I think Jeremiah Smith, Julian's saying 2 years in the system, Jeremiah Smith's going to have a great year.
Yeah.
So I do appreciate the fact that you go outside the SEC for a lot of your takes.
I'm not like a complete homer.
You're not a complete homer.
You're not faithful to your
I think
team.
I'm a complete homer.
All
Give me
11
that pin.
All 11 first.
Take that pin up.
All 11 first-team All-Americans will be from the University of Texas. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm not saying
You have
that.
like the Tennessee homer, the Texas
the
homer.
second team will be the backups in the depth chart. The second team All-Americans will be then.
Corey's the only legitimate opinion that you could take from this podcast because he's not just talking Tennessee the whole time or Texas the whole time.
He's a Tennessee fan, but he actually has objective
a
opinions.
little sober-mindedness from the...
Yeah.
I just try to be because, like, I think that Tennessee will have a good year. It's just like the SEC is so good.
Yeah.
Texas is going to be really good.
Yeah.
Like they're going to be awesome.
Yeah.
LSU is probably more than likely going to be good. A&M is going to be fantastic.
Yeah.
A&M is going to be solid.
That's why I'm like,
it's
the
just
9
hard.
and 3 is like, it's hard to say that we're going to walk away just.
But even if, like Braylon Staley last year, 1,000-yard receiver, even if we are good and we go 9 and 3, like nationally, we're not going to get that much attention because the people that beat us are going to have that much more attention on them. And so I just, I think Tennessee will have a decent year, 8 and 4, 9 and 3 probably, and then, break out in 27.
7 and 5. The number just keeps going down the longer we record.
We might go 4 and 8. I don't know.
All right, so I've got some questions that you can't look it up. We'll see how much of a non-conference homer he is.
Okay.
All right, so who's going to win the Conference USA championship game?
Kennesaw State.
Sun Belt championship game.
MTSU.
At the end of the Sun Belt?
Am I supposed to be fact checking
No
this?
idea.
That's what I was wondering if you knew the teams.
No idea.
So I'm calling
Memphis. I'm sorry, Memphis is in the Sun Belt, right? Or no, they're in Conference USA.
No, they're not. Liberty. I think Liberty is the Conference USA pick for me. Just again, homer. That's where my sons and money go.
Lots of money, right?
Sun Belt. I think Memphis. Gosh, I wish I had a list of all the.
It changes so often. I don't keep up with it.
And then Big 12 now. They've got
Big
tons
12.
of
Texas
teams
Tech,
in
right?
there.
Texas Tech's probably going to be the best Big 12 team.
Although they did not get what they paid for last year, so who knows if that'll happen again. But yeah, Texas Tech. Pac-12. Do they have 12 members again? Does anyone know?
I thought they were like Pac-2 at the end of last year or something like that.
Well, they were, but then they've added like Texas State.
And they added Utah, right?
Oh, yes, it's Pac State pretty much. I think every team is a state.
Yeah,
like Utah State, of course, Oregon State and Washington State, the two you were talking about. San Jose State, I think.
Okay,
like a bunch of
Fresno State,
maybe.
Fresno State might be in there.
Yeah,
we're gonna look
New Mexico State, maybe. I don't know. Man, I wish there were a list of the teams that we're talking about.
Let's see.
Pac-12. So let's say Washington State.
Is Stanford in the Big Ten or the Pac-12?
They're in
Big
the
Ten.
ACC, I think.
Oh yeah,
Stanford.
Yeah. So yeah, you're right. Boise State, Colorado State, San Diego State, Texas State are the ones that you didn't mention, but they're all in the Pac-12.
All right, Mountain West. I'm going to go with Wyoming because I just love Wyoming.
I don't know that I could name a team in the Mountain West.
Yeah, you and I hope our listeners are still tuning in.
I'm going to go with the Vandals.
The Vandals.
I'm going to go with the Vandals. They're not in the Mountain West football conference. I'm going to go with Northern Illinois is a good football pick there.
But the Salukis?
No, that's Southern Illinois is the Salukis. Northern Illinois
Huskies.
is I think so. They're the Huskies.
That's Mountain West?
Yeah, they're in the Mountain West.
Okay.
North Dakota State is in the Mountain West. I'm going with them.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going with North Dakota State.
Although, no, they can't. I think they're prohibited, which makes no sense.
Why?
Because they're just elevated. Like, you can't, like your first year in the football bowl subdivision, whatever, you can't win anything.
Oh, I didn't know that.
What sense does that make?
It makes zero sense. Okay, then ACC, which we mentioned, is the All Coast Conference.
Yeah, and that's
Florida State back?
No.
Are they?
No.
That was a quick.
They is it Clemson?
Miami is going to be the
Miami.
Yeah,
because their receiving core is locked and loaded.
Who's their
Carson
QB?
Beck's back for his 13th year of college football. I think. He's actually
that guy does not.
He actually just went to the Social Security office to like
Miami
sign up for
and the
benefits.
ACC, and Miami makes the playoff.
SMU's in the ACC as well. SMU's going to have a good year.
MAC. I don't know who's in the MAC. the Mid-America Conference. Actually, I think they're probably really geographically locked in.
Middle America Conference.
Chippewas. I think they're in there.
Ooh, Akron, Bowling Green, Buffalo, Kent State, Miami of Ohio, and then Ohio. So
Ohio University, go Bobcats.
That's the East Division. Ball State, Central Michigan, Eastern Michigan, Toledo, Western Michigan. Like literally everybody in Michigan is in the MAC. Sacramento State and UMass.
What? Sacramento State, like from the California?
Yeah.
And Massachusetts?
How are those?
The capital of California?
They kind of balance out each other and
Maybe
meet.
so.
Right, yeah, but it's pretty much like the meat of the Middle America.
The meat American Conference.
Huh.
That's
all right.
Cool.
And then the SWAC.
Southwestern
Athletic Conference.
Name a team.
New Mexico.
McNeese State.
Alabama A&M.
Okay.
Alabama State. Bethune-Cookman. Florida A&M. Jackson State. Mississippi
Florida
Valley
A&M.
State. Who's
the Sun Devils?
Who's the most
Jerry Rice.
Dang, dude.
Jerry Rice.
I knew you probably knew.
Jerry Rice.
I wanted to ask Jeff if he knew.
I knew it too.
Did you?
After he said it.
Okay.
Oh, no, not the Sun Devils, the Delta Devils.
Yeah,
right?
Sun Devils are Arizona State. Then you've got, I think the Alabama State are like the bees or something, right? Like
so Florida A&M though, they got some good recent hires.
Yeah.
So the Rattlers, I think that's them.
Man, you are a
mascot
guy. Like just
all right,
big mascot
SEC championship. You're thinking Georgia? Is that what?
No.
I know you got Tennessee winning the SEC championship.
Oh
It's
man,
either Tennessee or Texas.
Although nowadays you don't even have to be in the game to win the Natty.
Right.
So what are you thinking?
advantageous.
Are you thinking Tennessee both?
I think Tennessee takes it all. I think he takes the SEC. We walk away with the Heisman. I'd essentially just duplicate your Texas prediction for Tennessee, and that's my take.
Okay.
yeah, I think
There's not an award left for any other team.
Okay, so I'm gonna say Texas wins the SEC. Okay, Corey.
I'm gonna go on a limb. I'm gonna say Oklahoma wins the SEC.
Yeah, we're
Wow.
I think Oklahoma's schedule is pretty favorable. And I think John Mateer is the best quarterback in the conference. I think he is really good. So
he is good. And unfortunately, if
he stays healthy, I think they win the SEC.
And Venables, didn't he bring in a new OC?
Last year.
He has such a good defensive mind. If he can focus on that, they're going to be a tough team to beat, which,
yes,
again, pains me to say that.
Their defense is going to be good, and I think Mateer is going to matter of fact, I think John Mateer is going to win the Heisman. Let me change my Heisman pick. John Mateer wins the Heisman, and Oklahoma wins the SEC championship. Oregon still wins the national championship.
Okay.
Who's Oregon play in the national?
Easy.
I don't know. I don't think they would set it up to where they'd play Ohio State, but I think.
Are you saying that the
powers
commissioners
that be
take into account TV audiences and
Yeah,
favorable
probably.
patrons?
Yeah, I think so.
I was just trying to get the best teams together.
Yeah, you would think, right? I don't know, man. Probably they probably played Georgia or Texas in the national championship if I had to guess. Or no, Oregon's going to play Notre Dame for the national championship. I think Notre Dame gets in there, gets a favorable line, and I think they end up playing for it. And I think Oregon beats them.
All right.
So there's only two
Big
more
Notre
on
Dame
this
fan
list
here,
here.
by the way.
Do what?
I'm a big Notre Dame fan. I like them a lot.
American championship game. I'm not even sure the American.
Navy is my pick.
Oh, that's American. Oh, like the Blazers. They're in the American, right?
UAB?
Yeah.
UAB. Yeah.
Navy?
I thought you. It's like
You just pull up a list and then just pick a name and say.
I am going to go with Navy. Yeah, Navy's
right.
Good.
Name some other teams.
Memphis, UTSA.
Oh, that's where Memphis is.
Tulane, North Texas. I think Tulane kind of
Green Waves.
Green Wave. Yeah. Chris Brazel's former team.
I mean, every now and then Tulane shows up.
Chris Brazel from Tulane to Tennessee to the NFL.
That was awesome. All right, and then Big Ten. Obviously, you're thinking Oregon.
Yeah.
I think Ohio State.
They're good.
Yeah.
I think Ohio State.
Going back to his roots.
They're a good team, good program.
I agree.
For those who don't know,
Jeff the Bucks over the Ducks.
Jeff was born in Ohio and then moved here when he was 3. That's why I make that joke. I mean, you can take the boy out of Ohio. You can't take the Ohio out of the boy, though.
So are you a bigger Bobcat or Buckeye fan?
I could not care any less about Ohio football.
You couldn't care less.
I could not care less. It would not be possible for me. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I think Ohio will probably win. Ohio State will win the Big Ten. Would be my prediction.
That's a good pick. So I mean, they're going to be really, really good.
Yeah,
they're going to be solid. So
it's so fun college football because you can get down these other conferences and actually have some fun storylines. And exciting games.
Some Cinderella stories.
Yeah,
there's still some pageantry out there with all the transfer portal and all that. It's still preserved.
The pageantry is not going away. It's a little different, but it's not going away.
I hope not.
And it makes it that much more special when somebody does stay. Or you have a guy like Joey come in and he's calling Tennessee. I think he got a tattoo of Knoxville on him now.
The entire city?
Yeah. Yeah. Every single street in Knoxville is not. It makes it cool. It makes it special, So.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to seeing a true freshman win the Heisman and lead a bright orange team to victory. And any closing thoughts before this is, I think, on record, our longest podcast. So for our listeners who have stuck around to the end, we appreciate
just
your
listen
endurance.
to it on 1.5 speed.
That's 1.5 speed. Listen to it in 6 weeks and we'll see if
and please don't splice it and come back and throw it in our face when we get stuff wrong.
Yeah,
there's probably a lot.
Really.
But if you do, at least make it like a funny meme or something.
Yeah, make it worth looking at.
So go Flames, go Vols, and hook 'em horns.
Awesome. Well, thank y'all so much for listening. We're very excited about the college football season. Obviously, we look forward to seeing all these teams do well. We hope and pray for the health of all the teams, and we look forward to seeing Tennessee on top. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Sojourn Wealth Management Podcast. This is a friendly reminder that all content in this podcast is intended for educational purposes alone. Nothing in this episode should be treated as tax, legal, or investment advice. We encourage you to consult your financial professional for any of those needs. Securities offered through Kestra Investment Services, LLC, Kestra IS, member FINRA SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through Kestra Advisory Services, LLC, Kestra AS, an affiliate of Kestra IS. Kestra IS or Kestra AS are not affiliated with Sojourn Wealth Management, LLC.